Let's get one thing straight: just because a Sigma male shows up in your world doesn't mean he's here to fix it. He's not your emotional janitor. He's not your spiritual safety net. He's not your therapist, your healer, or your crutch. He didn't survive his own hell just to help you feel better about living in yours. He didn't kill the soft, compliant version of himself so he could hold your hand through weakness you refuse to outgrow. People expect Sigma males to be calm, centered, wise, and available to clean up emotional messes they didn't create. But the Sigma isn't here to soothe your pain. He's here to make sure you stop romanticizing it. He doesn't give you space to break. He gives you a reason to rebuild. He doesn't listen to excuses. He listens for lies and then tears them apart. If you thought he came to rescue you, you missed the message. He came to show you how to rescue yourself, or be left behind with everyone else still blaming the world for their own chains. Here are 10 savage truths why Sigma males aren't here to heal you. 1. He doesn't comfort weakness. He demands it evolve. Weakness isn't a condition, it's a decision. The Sigma male doesn't view your breakdown as sacred or your trauma as untouchable. He sees through the "be kind to yourself" mantras when they become hiding places instead of launching pads. He's not impressed by your vulnerability unless it's a stepping stone to power. He doesn't coddle weakness, he confronts it. He pulls it out into the open and forces it to answer for itself. Are you broken, or are you addicted to staying there because it gets you attention? When the Sigma's in your orbit, he won't carry your weight. He'll stack it on your shoulders and dare you to rise. And if you collapse again, he won't look back, because weakness that refuses to evolve becomes manipulation. 2. He doesn't validate victims, he exposes the game. The victim mindset is a hustle, a brilliant, socially acceptable way to avoid responsibility while soaking up sympathy. But the Sigma doesn't play along. He doesn't deny that pain is real. He denies that it gives you a license to stay weak. To be a victim is to declare yourself powerless. And powerlessness is a lie the world taught you to keep you quiet, compliant, and grateful for crumbs. The Sigma sees victimhood not as a cry for help, but a strategy. And he dismantles it with questions no one else is bold enough to ask. What did you do with the pain? What did it make you build? He doesn't just refuse to validate your victim story. He exposes it, guts it, and makes it impossible for you to hide inside it again. 3. He doesn't absorb pain. He reflects it back. Most people want someone to absorb their mess, to sit quietly while they dump pain, excuses, regrets, and fears. But the Sigma? He's a mirror, not a sponge. He won't drown in your emotions. He reflects them back until you can't look away. Every insecurity you try to mask, every lie you try to hide, he holds it up, unfiltered, until you either break or rise. This reflection isn't cruel, it's clarity. Because until you stare at your truth without flinching, you'll keep expecting someone else to save you from it. 4. He doesn't play emotional lifeguard. He lets you sink or swim. Most people are used to someone diving in to save them every time they choke on their own chaos. The Sigma male doesn't jump in. He stands on the shore and watches. He knows some people only learn when the water's at their throat. He understands that growth doesn't happen in hand-holding, it happens in isolation, pressure, and panic that finally turns into action. If you swim, he nods. If you drown in the same cycles you refuse to break, he walks away. Because saving you once means you'll always expect it, and the Sigma's time isn't available to people who refuse to swim on their own. 5. He doesn't normalize trauma, he dismantles it. There's a culture now that romanticizes pain, that turns trauma into identity and therapy into performance. But the Sigma? He doesn't play in that sandbox. He doesn't think your trauma makes you deep. He thinks it makes you dangerous to yourself if you let it fester. He doesn't honor it. He interrogates it. He forces you to ask, why am I still holding this? And if your answer is anything but, because I haven't done the work, he tears it down. Because real healing doesn't come from sharing your pain, it comes from bearing it after you've taken every lesson it had to offer. 6. He doesn't stay in the dark with you. He drags you out. Most people meet you in your darkness and start building a home. They light candles, hang curtains, whisper affirmations. But the Sigma? He walks in like a demolition team with no warning. He doesn't bring tea and tissues. He brings a torch and tells you to get out before you burn with the house. Because he knows the most dangerous thing about the dark isn't the pain, it's the comfort you start to find in it. He kicks the table over, flips the lights on, and throws cold water on your pity party. Not because he's cruel, but because he knows you were never meant to stay there. He sees your darkness as a battlefield, not a bedroom, a forge, not a home. And while everyone else helps you survive it, the Sigma dares you to escape it or watch him disappear back into the light without you. He doesn't meet you in the dark to stay. He meets you there to drag you out with or without your permission. 7. He doesn't offer safe spaces. He demands self-ownership. The world is obsessed with safety, with comfort, with coddling weakness in the name of healing. Trigger warnings, padded words, and environments designed to shelter you from reality have become the norm. But the Sigma male? He walks in like a glitch in that matrix, unfiltered, unbothered, and uncontrollable. He's not unsafe because he's abusive. He's unsafe because he's brutally honest, because he refuses to perform the emotional theater people have come to expect, because he will not lie to make you feel better, and he damn sure won't applaud your self-pity. The Sigma doesn't believe in sheltering you from your growth. He believes in handing you the shovel and saying, start digging. And if the ground shakes beneath you, good, it means you're finally standing on something real. He creates no safe spaces, only real ones. And in real spaces, there are no masks, no sugarcoating, no pandering. In real spaces, you either own your choices or choke on the weight of pretending. The Sigma male won't babysit your emotions. He'll challenge your identity until you either collapse or evolve into someone strong enough to stand in the fire without flinching. 8. He doesn't applaud coping, he demolishes excuses. Coping mechanisms are celebrated like victories now. Numbing, avoiding, compartmentalizing, people call it progress. The Sigma calls it self-deception. He doesn't pat you on the back for surviving. He pushes you toward thriving. And anything that smells like an excuse, he stomps on it. Because coping might keep you alive, but only confronting will make you powerful. And the Sigma only respects power built from pain that's been faced, not fled. 9. He doesn't fix you. He forces you to face yourself. You want a guide, a mentor, a fixer. But the Sigma doesn't take broken people and glue them back together. He puts a mirror in their face and walks away. Because he knows the only person who can fix you is the one who broke you. And if that person is you, then congratulations, you have the power and the burden. He won't touch either. He'll just leave the door open and see if you're brave enough to walk through it alone. 10. He doesn't heal you. He becomes the reason you heal yourself. He's not your therapist. He's your turning point. He's the moment you realize no one's coming, that this world doesn't owe you recovery, that the only one who can rebuild you is the version of you that's tired of being broken. His presence won't save you. It'll ignite you, and if you don't light up, he leaves. Because the Sigma didn't come to heal you. He came to show you what a man looks like who healed himself. Final note. If you came to the Sigma for comfort, you misunderstood the assignment. He's not your emotional oxygen mask. He's the fire alarm in a burning room. The jolt that makes you realize you've been sleepwalking through your life, wrapped in self-pity and delusion. He's not a support system. He's a catalyst, a spark designed to ignite, not soothe. He'll trigger you, push you, confront you, and disappear the moment you beg for ease over evolution. Not because he doesn't care, but because he cares about truth more than feelings. And the truth is, comfort is what's keeping you sick, stuck, and silent. He won't carry you through your storm. He'll point to the thunder, look you dead in the eye, and say, run straight through it or stay weak forever. Because the storm isn't what breaks you, it's what forges you. He's not here to heal you. He's here to force you to become the kind of person who never needs healing again.